because he continues to lie to the world about what I said and who I was pointing the finger at.
I never even cashed a check still. Have $100 million that I never even cashed before. I have a tax attorney that takes care of everything, and everything is okay.
I'm not for you. Yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
In a shocking development, reports claim that Floyd Mayweather is allegedly evading authorities after ESPN's Stephen A. Smith revealed explosive financial documents during a live broadcast. The papers reportedly linked Mayweather to a $42 million financial controversy, and federal officials are said to have issued an arrest warrant. Smith, who has frequently questioned Mayweather's extravagant spending habits, suggested that these revelations may only scratch the surface of the situation. Fans and commentators are left stunned as the undefeated boxer's financial empire seems to be facing serious turmoil. This story is still unfolding, and more updates are expected.
Floyd Mayweather has had for not paying.
Floyd Mayweather's legal and financial struggles have long attracted public attention. At one point, he shared that his lawyers advised him to remain silent on certain matters, assuring him they would manage the issues behind the scenes. Despite following that guidance, Mayweather made it clear that his appetite for wealth and luxury had not faded. He openly spoke about his continued desire for private jets, lavish homes, and the lifestyle of opulence he had grown used to. This revealed that while his legal team focused on resolving disputes, his personal priorities stayed centered on preserving his extravagant way of life. Mayweather's insistence on keeping financial matters private, paired with his determination to protect his fortune, paints a picture of someone committed to maintaining both status and material success. Even amid swirling rumors and legal challenges, he appears steadfast in pursuing more wealth and luxury, showing a consistent focus on personal gain despite the pressures of his career. This mindset underscores the complex balance between his fame, finances, and the demands of life in the public eye.
Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions every month.
So you didn't take this fight because you needed the money?
Actually, I didn't even want this. The fans demanded this fight. You know, at one particular time, and of course, with this fight, of course, I do want to make a ton of money.
Stephen A. Smith has long expressed admiration for Floyd Mayweather, frequently highlighting his remarkable boxing career. He points to Mayweather's ability to remain undefeated in the later stages of his career, noting his discipline, flawless defense, and technical skill. Smith describes Floyd as a master tactician, a fighter who not only aimed to win, but to avoid defeat at all costs. His style combined sharp intelligence with precision, establishing him as a commanding presence in the ring. For Smith, Mayweather's greatness isn't measured just by statistics. It's his ability to control every moment of a fight and execute a strategic game plan that sets him apart. Smith's repeated praise underscores how Floyd's approach and mindset have created a standard of excellence that earns respect from fans and analysts alike. In Stephen A.'s view, Mayweather's legacy is unmatched, serving as a benchmark for future generations of fighters.
Mayweather was undefeated for the last half of his career with one hand. He constantly broke his hand.
Yeah.
He would go into a ring knowing he had no shot at knocking somebody out because his hands were hurt too much, and literally walked in the ring and said, "I'm going to embarrass you and humiliate you by showing the world you can't hit me."
After retiring from professional boxing, Floyd Mayweather's shift to exhibition matches led to a noticeable decline in the praise he once received. His return to the ring, particularly for the bout against Logan Paul, attracted significant criticism. Stephen A. Smith was outspoken in his disapproval, arguing that the fight lacked any true competitive value. Logan Paul, a YouTuber turned amateur boxer, was no real challenge to Mayweather, making the matchup feel more like a financial opportunity than a test of skill or legacy. For Smith, this decision overshadowed Mayweather's previously untarnished reputation. He viewed the bout as a cash-driven venture rather than a demonstration of the greatness that had defined Mayweather's career. Critics emphasized that the fight lacked the intensity and high stakes that had made Mayweather's earlier contests legendary. Smith's observations underscored how Mayweather's move into exhibition fights seemed to prioritize earnings over safeguarding his legacy as one of boxing's all-time greats.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago, and for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
Stephen A. Smith didn't stop his criticism with the Logan Paul fight. He repeatedly voiced concerns about Mayweather's broader approach to exhibition matches. While Smith understood the bout with Conor McGregor, recognizing McGregor's experience in combat sports, he felt that many of Mayweather's later exhibitions lacked any real competitive value. For Smith, the problem wasn't about fighting for excitement or legacy. It was that Floyd was selecting opponents far beneath his skill level, essentially opting for easy financial gains. In his view, this trend threatened the credibility Mayweather had spent years establishing in the sport. Smith highlighted that Mayweather's previously untouchable reputation as a dominant boxer was now at risk of being overshadowed by a string of low-stakes matchups. He stressed that the fighter who once sought challenges and glory now appeared to prioritize profit above all else. This shift, according to Smith, has changed public perception. Instead of being celebrated for his extraordinary talent and accomplishments, Mayweather increasingly looks like someone exploiting his fame for money. Smith's message was clear. By focusing on financial gain, Mayweather was putting the legacy he built over decades in the ring in jeopardy.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it.
The turning point in Floyd Mayweather's post-retirement career became obvious when he was asked why he chose to fight Logan Paul instead of a more established boxer like Tyson Fury. His response was simple. Logan had a larger social media following that Mayweather's explanation made it clear that the decision was driven by online influence, not by skill, competitive challenge, or legacy. This reasoning raised concerns for many observers, including Stephen A. Smith, who viewed it as evidence that Mayweather's priorities had shifted. Instead of seeking meaningful challenges or enhancing his legacy, Floyd appeared more focused on securing a big payday and generating attention. Opting to face Paul, a YouTuber with minimal boxing experience, rather than a seasoned professional, marked a departure from the competitive rigor that had defined his career. Smith and other critics saw this focus on social media presence over athletic ability as a sign that Mayweather was less concerned with preserving his legacy. The move underscored how financial gain and fame had come to dominate his post-retirement choices, leaving fans and analysts questioning his true motives in the sport.
I fight Logan Paul.
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury.
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
At one time, Floyd Mayweather was recognized as the highest-paid athlete in the world, not just in boxing, but across all sports. This achievement reflected more than his success in the ring. It was a result of careful planning and strategic decisions. Through high-profile fights, savvy business ventures, and promotional deals, he built an empire that earned him widespread admiration. However, as new information and rumors about his finances emerge, the image of the flawless fighter and businessman is starting to show cracks. Mayweather, once celebrated for his disciplined career management, is now facing increased scrutiny. questions have arisen about how he handles his wealth, with reports suggesting that his financial situation may not be as secure as it once appeared. The boxer, who once flaunted his fortune and financial savvy, is now under closer examination. Observers are left wondering whether his extravagant lifestyle is genuinely sustainable or if it conceals deeper monetary concerns. As these stories continue to unfold, they cast a new light on Mayweather's legacy, prompting fans and critics to reconsider the real cost of his success. What was once seen as financial brilliance is now being questioned.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3-4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back street.
Logan Paul has announced plans to take legal action against Floyd Mayweather over unpaid earnings from their June 2021 exhibition bout. Paul claims he is owed between $1 million and $3 million in pay-per-view revenue, alleging that Mayweather's team withheld the funds. In a 2022 interview with TMZ Sports, he confirmed his intention to pursue the matter in court, expressing frustration over the situation. Mayweather, however, has denied the allegations, maintaining that Paul was fully paid for the fight. The dispute revolves around how revenue from the event was distributed, with Paul accusing Mayweather of mishandling the payments and failing to honor their agreement. While Mayweather has argued that such delays are common in the boxing world and that payouts can take time, Paul insists on seeking legal recourse for what he views as a breach of contract. This ongoing conflict highlights the challenges and potential complications involved in managing financial arrangements for high-profile exhibition matches.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a...
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm not. Yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
See you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather's relationship with the law has always been complex, and his financial success hasn't insulated him from legal troubles. Over the years, he has been involved in a number of legal issues, including periods of incarceration for various offenses. Despite his enormous wealth, Mayweather has openly shared that he often feels a lack of personal freedom, highlighting the costs that accompany fame and fortune. His encounters with the justice system go beyond isolated incidents, reflecting a recurring pattern connected to his financial choices and lifestyle. From disputes over unpaid debts to legal claims arising from his extravagant spending, these issues have consistently followed him, casting a shadow over his accomplishments in the ring. While Mayweather's ability to amass wealth is undeniable, it has also brought a set of challenges and consequences that cannot be overlooked. These legal struggles, combined with his occasional run-ins with authorities, reveal a side of Mayweather that many fans rarely see. The burdens and complexities that come with extreme fame and fortune. Even with his unparalleled success, his legal history illustrates that his journey has been far from smooth.
You know, I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, she was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, you know, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, you know, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back, in my children's life.
Rapper 50 Cent has also shared his perspective on events involving Floyd Mayweather during a difficult period. While Mayweather was incarcerated, 50 Cent took charge of Mayweather Promotions, handling the business side of operations and investing millions to keep the company running smoothly. According to 50 Cent, once Floyd was released, he failed to acknowledge the support, allegedly overlooking both the financial assistance and the money 50 Cent had put into the business. This episode highlights the complicated nature of Mayweather's personal and financial relationships, showing how legal and monetary issues have sometimes strained ties with those close to him. That Floyd's response to 50 Cent's claims was straightforward. He never asked 50 Cent to take over the company during his time in jail. This stance reinforced a perception that Mayweather often prioritizes his own interests over loyalty and business commitments. By dismissing 50 Cent's contributions, he further cemented a reputation for disregarding those who helped him along the way. This story illustrates a recurring pattern in Mayweather's behavior. His focus on self-preservation and financial gain frequently overshadows the value of relationships, leaving behind a series of strained partnerships and unresolved conflicts.
Anybody who knows Floyd knows he doesn't want to be alone. So in that situation, I was concerned about him because I went to visit him more than anyone else that he would qualify and would actually visit him. And it's because I knew that I feel like this. He'll buy stuff for you to keep you around. His temperament, there's no balance. He can do anything and they still stay there because it's like they're waiting.
Yes, man. Yeah. Right. Adding more controversy, former UFC fighter and analyst Chael Sonnen revealed a surprising detail about the Mayweather versus McGregor fight. He claimed the event wasn't as financially impressive as it was made out to be, alleging that many seats in the arena were intentionally left empty and filled with stand-ins to create the illusion of a sellout. Having covered the fight live, Sonnen criticized the way Mayweather's PR team managed the perception of the event, pointing out the empty seats that weren't visible on television. He recounted being told it was a record-breaking spectacle, only to witness a very different reality firsthand. Sonnen even shared a personal anecdote, noting that when his mother attended, she saw the thousands of vacant seats for herself. This revelation highlighted the role of image management and hype in sports promotion, where perception often took precedence over actual attendance or authenticity. Despite these behind-the-scenes truths, promoters continue to cite record-breaking pay-per-view numbers, framing the fight as a historic success even when the live audience numbers didn't match the narrative.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring.
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do.
That wraps up today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for more. See you next time.